Come in.
Royal messenger just brought this for you, Bement. Well, what is it?
Well, Prince John is raising a new army and needs recruits.
Well, he's got his quota from this district, hasn't he?
It seems we're one lad short. Well, now, that's a bit of bad luck, Rolfe. Your boy Jack is next on the quota.
My boy, no. I don't want my son in the army.
Why not? It might do him some good.
Well, there's plenty of work for him to do here, that's why not. I can't have him whistling off now. Well, I just don't want him to go, that's all.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it.
Now, that's not quite true, Bement, and you know it. You're Sir William's scribe. You're closer to him than anybody. A man in your position might do almost anything. If he really wanted.
Well, if he wanted.
This is worth a great deal to me, Bement.
Is it?
Say, 5 marks.
There must be something wrong with my hearing today.
Look, make it some other lad, not Jack. That young dreamer, Peter Larkin, for instance. Anybody.
That's a shocking piece of knavery you're suggesting.
Please, Bement. All right, 10 marks. It's a fortune for me, you know.
Ah. Well, maybe not so shocking after all.
Then you'll do it.
Mind, though, if it doesn't work, you don't get your money back.
I know you, Bement. You'll make it work.
Perhaps. Now, let's see. Young Peter Larkin.
Yes, Peter, that's very good. And now on to our next point of grammar. The proper uses of the word like. Will you please give me a sentence in which the word like is used to denote a similarity?
Agnes Fairchild has a face like an angel's.
Like an angel's. Very good. Very good. And now, would you give me an example in which the word like is used to express a preference for some person or thing?
In all of Merry England, there is no one I like more than Agnes Fairchild.
Oh, now. Is this a classroom or a lover's trysting place?
Neither. It's a kitchen. And you best let me get on with what I'm doing, or Sir William will have no pastry for tonight.
Oh, come now, Agnes. Be nice to Peter. When he goes away to university, you won't see much of him.
Don't I know it? What's he have to go to university for, anyway?
Because he has a brain and must learn how to use it.
I want to go, Agnes.
Want to leave me, do you?
Of course not. I don't like that part of it at all.
Then don't go.
Well, would you have him stay here and be a kitchen boy all his life?
All right, Sergeant, take the lad.
One moment, Master Bement. I know that you are Sir William's scribe and therefore in authority here. But of what crime is this lad accused?
No crime. Prince John is raising a new army and needs recruits.
Well, are there no other lads in the manor?
You are Peter Larkin, are you not?
Yes?
His name is next on the quota list.
And what about Rolfe's son, Jack? He told me only last week he was next on the quota.
What?
That's not true.
Oh, yes, it is. You ask Jack.
Well, I'm the only one who knows what's on the list, and I say that Peter here is next.
Fix this up between you.
Hold your tongue, girl. All right, get a move on. Let me go. Take him away. You'll find some place to cool you off.
But Peter's not meant to be a soldier. He's a student. In fact, I have made plans with the abbot for his education at the university.
And you'll have to alter your plans. He is property belonging to Sir William, not your abbot.
Aye, that's true. Will he be sent immediately to join Prince John's army?
No, he'll remain on here in the castle until Prince John sends his emissary.
And when is that emissary expected?
It is hardly any concern of yours, Father.
Will Peter be all right, do you think?
All right. If we don't do something, they're going to send him away to the army.
Well, is that so bad?
Well, for a boy like Peter, of course it is. He's a fine scholar who should be at the university.
That's all very well, but while he's away at the university, I'm back here scouring pots. Forget all about the likes of me.
But, Agnes, he loves you.
I could cope with a soldier, I could. Let him go to the army where I'll be sure of him.
Suppose he gets killed in battle. Did that ever occur to you, Agnes?
No, it didn't.
Well, give it some thought.
Oh, dear. I don't like it.
Oh, well, then we better do something, and quickly.
If I know anything about that Bement, he and Rolfe will fix this up between them. All you need is money, and he'll arrange anything.
Well, well. This is interesting information. Well, of course, he tried to resist, but up against those two burly louts, he didn't have a chance.
It's a sad tale you've told us, Friar, but an old one. Prince John presses young men into his service every day of the year.
Well, that's so. If we were going to try and rescue every new recruit, we'd need an army as big as Prince John's.
But Peter wasn't meant to be a soldier. He's a student with many gifts. He ciphers with skill, he's good at grammar, and he excels at Latin.
You can't tell. The army might do him some good. It never hurt me to fight in the Crusades.
Ah, but this lad's got a fine mind.
Oh, thank you.
Look, Robin, I have spent many hours teaching Peter. It grieves me deeply to think that now all that will be wasted.
And that's why you want us to make an exception in his case.
No, there's something more. Peter's name wasn't even on the quota list. He wasn't intended to go at all.
Oh, that's different. If he's been treated unfairly, I think we ought to try and help him.
I vote we go to the castle, kidnap the boy, and deliver him on the abbot's doorstep.
If only it could be done as easily as that.
Oh, why not? We've done deeds as dangerous.
It's not the deed I'm worried about, it's the abbot.
But I thought that you said that the abbot had already made plans for his education.
Yes, he has. But the abbot must also obey the law of the land. He can't submit the name of a student to the university at Oxford without the signed writ of the lord who owns that student.
And the abbot has no such writ.
No, more's the pity. I was taking this along to request Sir William's signature to it this afternoon.
I see.
According to Agnes, the kitchen maid, Rolfe is probably at the bottom of all this. She thinks that he bribed Master Bement, Sir William's scribe. You see, Rolfe's son Jack was really the next on the list to go.
Oh, I see.
We're going to do anything about this, Robin?
Well, in the first place, I think I ought to get to Master Bement somehow and have a talk with him.
Well, what makes you think he'll help?
He sounds like the sort of man who would not be averse to a proposition. I have a feeling that he might be strongly influenced by an argument like this. May I keep this, Friar?
You'll return it safely, I hope.
I might even return it signed.
How?
Never mind. Just let me keep it.
Why is the recruit bound, Master Bement?
He resisted, my lord. It seems that he would prefer to be a student rather than a soldier.
Yes. It's evident that he's read a book. His features are marred with a look of intelligence. When Prince John's emissary arrives, I shall tell him of your talents. Perhaps he'll be able to find a use for them in the army. Does that thought please you?
Do you care to hear the truth, my lord? Or do you wish an answer simply to please your prejudices?
What is a prejudice in another but a point of view not our own?
It is something more.
Oh, you think so?
According to the good friar who gave me instruction, it is the triumph of blind feeling over reasoned consideration.
Your learning has made you insolent. Until Prince John's emissary arrives, provide a guard so that he won't escape.
Yes, my lord. Trust me, I'll see to it, my lord.
What do you got in there?
Huh?
What do you got in there?
Where?
In the sack.
Oh, in the sack. Oh,
Well, come on, what's in it?
Huh? Oh, turnips.
And you'll find the kitchen down there.
Ah, thank you.
As a token of my loyalty, I place this recruit at your command to serve you faithfully and with courage for as long as these turbulent times require. Should I say more, Count Ager?
Prince John favors brevity. You have said what needs to be said, and most admirably.
Thank you. Attend, Bement. Count Ager departs at dawn with the recruit. I should like the letter ready by the time of tonight's banquet.
Oh, yes, my lord.
Oh, it's hot.
This heat's a blessing, Peter. At least we've got rid of that beast, Rolfe.
Not for long, I'm afraid. He's just gone for a drink of ale.
The cook told me to bring this sack of turnips in here.
Show him where to put him, Peter.
Peter? Is your name Peter Larkin?
Yes, why?
I've got something here I want to talk to you about.
I know. What's going on in here? Who are you?
Or just a poor peasant delivering his taxes.
Looks like more than taxes to me. Here, student, you can read. What's written on that parchment?
It's in Latin, and it says...
Well, what does it say?
It's a parchment addressed to the abbot.
I don't care about that. What does it say?
Where did you get this?
From a certain friar.
What does it say?
Oh, it's a deed of sale, a cherry orchard the abbot wishes to dispose of, that's all.
Yeah, what do you give it back to him for?
Oh, sorry, Rolfe, I didn't know you wanted to deliver it to the abbot. Give it to him.
Keep it.
We better finish our task. The peasant seems a friend. Try and find out why he's here.
Hey, you're a deal too friendly in here, you know. You'll go back to a cell again. Well, I shan't have to keep an eye on you all the time.
Oh, not the dungeon, Rolfe.
And why not? Nice and quiet. You'll be able to study his Latin.
Peter says you're a friend, are you?
As loyal as you, Agnes Fairchild.
You know me.
Friar Tuck's a friend of mine, too. They call me Robin Hood.
The same Robin who they say is to Nottingham what water is to thirsty soil. Oh, you're always welcome.
Well, that's a pretty compliment. Thank you, lass. Now, tell me, you know the castle well. Where does Bement the scribe do his work?
Follow me. This is Master Bement's room. Shall I wait for you?
No, I'll find my way back. Master Bement,
Who enters my room without knocking?
a fellow who will offer gold for a service he would have rendered.
An ill-paid scribe is always in need of gold. What service would you have me perform?
Sir William's signature on this writ.
What? Bribe me to betray my lord's interests? But that's a shocking suggestion to make. What do you take me for?
A shrewd bargainer?
I never bargain.
Then name your price.
What you ask, there is no price. Be out of the question for one thing, and for another?
Yes.
Oh, that'd be too risky.
Oh. And what would be the cost for such a risk?
How should I know?
I think you've had propositions like this before.
Oh, my post here does lay me open to such temptations.
Ah, and what's the usual fee when you're tempted? Come, is it 5 marks, 10 marks? What did Rolfe pay you, for instance?
What?
For taking his son's name off the quota and putting Peter Larkin's name on the list instead.
Who are you?
Never mind that. I'm prepared to pay you 20 marks for Sir William's signature on this writ and taking Peter Larkin's name off the list. Now, it's not a bad sum for a simple task like that. What do you say, Master Bement? But before I give you the gold, I want to know how you're going to arrange the signature.
It is my secret.
And it's my gold. Now, you could copy Sir William's signature.
Forgery? Oh, no. The penalty would be too great.
You mean you have no way?
No. Not yet.
And yet you were prepared to take my gold? You are an unscrupulous rogue, Master Bement.
You knew that before you entered this room. You'd not have come in.
Aye, that's true enough. Well, I'll have to think of a way for you. When are you presenting this parchment for Sir William's signature?
At tonight's banquet.
Ah, then fortune is with us. I'll tell you what you do. Now, you place my writ underneath this parchment you're preparing. Now, fix this ribbon across the join here. At tonight's banquet, you'll present it to Sir William, who will sign it and seal it here. If you should ask what the ribbon's for, or say you wanted to make something special of the occasion.
It is a clever trick.
Aye. Now, I'll give you 10 marks now, and 10 when I return at midnight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Until midnight, then, Master Bement. I have your word.
The word of one rogue to another.
Stranger about Jack and our arrangement.
I told him nothing.
But nobody knew about that except us, not even Jack. You took money from the stranger just as you've taken mine. You've tricked me, Bement.
Calm yourself, fool. Do you think this is the only gold I'll get for dealing with that stranger? The price on his head is 1,000 times 30 marks. That man is Robin Hood.
Robin Hood? How do you know?
Oh, think, man. Who but Robin Hood would concern himself with the fate of a poor peasant wanting to become a student? Now, be here at midnight, well armed. When he returns for the parchment, we will take him.
We'll take him, all right.
You're a foolish fellow, Bement. Did you really think you could trick me as easily as that?
More wine.
Magnificent meal.
Come in.
Master Bement, where's my father?
Your father?
Peter Larkin's in the dungeon, and tomorrow they'll send him off to join Prince John's army. But I was next on the list. I should go, not Peter. Master Bement... You're not Master Bement.
No, I'm not. You must be Rolfe's son Jack, the lad who doesn't want to join the army.
What do you mean? Of course I want to join. I've wanted to ever since I was 10. It's father who wants me to stay at home.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I think I can help you.
You'll have to hurry. Count Ager's here tonight for the recruit. I've simply got to go with him.
And so you shall. Now, look, there's no time for questions. Just do what I tell you. Go down to the dungeon and set Peter free. Tell him to meet Agnes in the kitchen. He'll understand. Now, off you go, and not a word to anyone.
Right.
Which road will you take when you leave tomorrow morning, Count Ager?
I'm told the shortest way is through Sherwood Forest.
The shortest and the most dangerous. I advise the Evesham road instead. Ah, here you are, Bement.
Why do you say the road through Sherwood Forest is the most dangerous, my lord?
Because Sherwood Forest is the sanctuary of the famous outlaw Robin Hood. If your road is to lie through Evesham, Count Ager, I shall provide you with an escort. Master Bement, you will have the writ rolled and sealed by the time Count Ager is ready to leave. I insist, Count Ager. would be madness to pass through Sherwood without an escort.
Master Bement? Well, stripped me and beat me blue with bowstrings. Yeah, what happened, Master Bement?
You fool, can't you see what happened?
Peter!
You're free!
Jack says I was to meet you here.
But why?
To be a student. Here's the writ. Already signed and sealed by Sir William himself.
Why, you're...
I know, Robin. Now, look, never mind that. Hurry up and get your student to the university before Sir William finds out about it.
Thank you.
Come on, Peter!
But Peter, what of me?
Well, I'll write to you, my darling.
But I can't read. See, he's lost to me already.
Not a bit of it. You're my next student.
Next, Father, into the larder before he sees you.
Jack, what are you... Come back here! Hey! Look here!
Follow me, this way.
Here, student! Get this off my head or answer with your life!
Listen, Father, it wasn't fair. I'm supposed to go, not Peter. There's no use fighting about it. I'm going into the army tonight, and that's that. Never mind, Father, you'll get used to it in time.
Take this candle. Follow this passage to the end. Leads out beyond the castle wall.
Thank you, Agnes.
Goodbye, Peter.
Bye, Agnes. Till I come back.
My apologies for intruding so unceremoniously, Sir William, but my Lord Abbot here insisted...
Not at all, my dear Abbot.
I wanted to congratulate you in person, Sir William.
Congratulate me?
Yes, young Peter Larkin, the serf whom you freed so that he might attend the university.
I freed?
The writ I gave you to sign when Count Ager was here. Surely you remember, Sir William?
Oh, yes, the writ.
The lad has passed all his entrance examinations with the highest honours. One of the most brilliant of students ever sent to the university from this part of England.
Oh, do you really think so?
Oh, not only do I think so, the bishop does too.
The bishop?
Yes. The bishop asked especially that I should thank you. Your interest in the education of those who are gifted will serve as a splendid example to the rest of our nobility. Don't you agree, Friar Tuck?
I heartily concur, my Lord Abbot.
You see, so many of our nobility are against education. They resent it in others because it reveals their own ignorance. But you, being a learned man, naturally have no such fear. You can afford to be generous. Am I right?
Well, of course you're right. I'd never quite seen it that way before, but you're certainly right. Isn't that so, Master Bement?
Oh, indeed it is, my lord.
Robin Hood, riding through the glen. Robin Hood, with his band of men. Feared by the bad, loved by the good. Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood.